Just like with a coin, the function of a logo has two sides. Stick around because in this video, I'm going to share with you what those two sides are. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alejandro. I'm a brand designer from Costa Rica, and in this channel I share with you everything related to brand design. So today I wanted to talk to you about a topic that I call the two sides of a logo. And to me this is a very important topic because I think it's not shared enough, and I think it's not discussed enough. And it's important because you might end up taking some decisions about your brand, about your logo, if you're a business owner. Or if you are a logo designer, this information can help you understand why it's not only about aesthetics, why a logo has to come from some strategy. First of all, let's talk about the purpose of a logo. What is the purpose of a logo? And we have maybe heard this before. The purpose of a logo is identification. So for instance, if we go to the website of Airbnb, we can see there the logo and we can say, yeah, we're definitely in the website of Airbnb. And if for some reason they decide to change this website later on, you know that by seeing the logo up there, you know that for sure you're in the website. Or if you go to your phone and you see you're scrolling through it and you want to go to that application to book any accommodations for your trip, then you can see, all right, this is the company where that I want to use for that purpose. So that is a very important function of a logo. But today I wanted to share more than that. I want to propose that there is two sides of the function of a logo, or if you wanted to see it that way, there are two main functions of a logo. So the first one is the internal and the other one is the external. So what is the internal let's say purpose or function of a logo is for the owners of the company or the founders of the company to identify themselves with that logo, to see that logo and say, yes, that's my company, that's my logo, it's mine. And the external part is the one that we just saw, is for the clients to say, yes, that's the company where I want to book that service, that's the company where I want to get this product, and for them to get their reassurance that that is the brand, that product that they are trying to, let's say, consume is from the brand that they trust. So, but those two are really important, and in order to achieve one or the other, you have to do like different things. So for instance, for the external, it needs to be memorable, it needs to be appropriate, because it's directed towards the clients. And so I'm not adding here simple because I love like simple logos, and that's pretty much the type of logos that I like to do. But not every time the logo that this, let's say, the company or this organization or this group or whatever is not necessarily the style that are going to make them feel identified. So let's think about a rock band, for instance. And let's think about like a heavy metal band. And so maybe for them a simple logo like this one of minimalistic, clean type probably is not gonna work for them. So that's why I like to say that it's more, you need to make sure that your logo is appropriate. So in that sense, yes, if you are, let's say, a bank, then yeah, you're going to benefit from a simple logo, but not all the times. And it has to be memorable because it cannot be just like a dot or a circle and that's it, or it cannot be something that is just unrecognizable. So it has to be simple enough that it can be recognizable and that it can be memorable. And that's when very complex logos, they lack on the ability for them to be remembered by those clients. So in order to achieve that external function, the external function, you need to make sure that you're being memorable and appropriate. Now, in order for you to achieve the internal function, because this is going for the owners, this is for the owners, this is for the founders of that company, of that business, it needs to be able to reflect the DNA of that company. It needs to make sure that those owners look at that logo and say, yes, this is my logo. This is something that represents me. Because otherwise, they will not be able to reflect the brand appropriately. So in this sense, your logo needs to mean something to you, so you can really own it and be proud of it. So this is something that I really love to do, and this is something that I changed from my process back when I just based my logos on aesthetics. Is that through a process of discovery, I extract the DNA, I extract what is the essence of that business, what is the essence of that professional that is offering that business, so that, and then the job of a graphic designer, then maybe the magic is how you, come up with this essence and transform that into visuals, so that the brand can be transmitted, can be clearly communicated to the client. So this is really, really important for that reason. So let's see an example here, which is the one that we have been using, which is Airbnb. For them, this DNA is part of the logo, and you see that logo and you can see a lot of different things. You can see the people that they are trying to help, that it is about the people connecting with each other. It's about going and visiting different places. It's about the love for the places, the love for the people. It's all these things. And it's also the A that, the initial of that word of the brand. So they come up with this really, really cool symbol. And then you see when the owners of Airbnb, they see this logo, they see what it means, and it means something to them, and it has their DNA. Is coming from what they do, is coming from what they're about. So that's really why a logo like this works a lot. And from the external perspective, this is simple, is memorable, is unique, and it does work really well. So this is coming from Design Studio, which is the studio that actually created this brand. And if you want to know the whole case study, you can go to design.studio and you can see the whole thing there. They say, as a global brand operating in every country in the world, we needed to transcend language and create something that would be recognized everywhere. We developed the Bello, they put a name to it, a simple icon that could be drawn by anyone, worked across every touch point, and became a symbol of belonging. So this is really cool, because they had a challenge, which is they cannot just work with a name only. They needed to create a symbol, because then this brand is going to be like in so many places. So they're dealing with different challenges of pronunciation, different cultures, a lot of things. So creating a symbol was the right thing for them at that point. And because they created something really cool, it is easily recognizable. It works really well in all applications that we can see, and so it works really, really well for this brand. So yeah, this is the problem that cheap solutions. For instance, you can go to any website and you can create a logo yourself, and this is something that is being said to different designers. It's like, oh, that line, that graphic element, super simple. You see the Nike logo, it's just a swoosh, and super simple. Anybody could do it. So yes, the technical part can be done by probably anybody. That if you put anybody to draw the Airbnb symbol, anybody can draw it. They themselves say it. But then the tricky part when the professional advice comes is, so how do you make sure that this symbol, that is very easy, actually reflects appropriately your brand to the clients? And so this is where things are not that simple as just creating a graphic element. And so sometimes when they ask, when people ask, can I create a logo, for instance, in one of these logo maker pages or whatever, and is that something that might work? Yes, I mean, it works, but in the external part, I mean, you can end up with something aesthetically beautiful that can be simple, easily recognizable, can be appropriate for your brand and whatever, and it might work. But then, you know, it might work in the external part when people might say, yes, oh yeah, that's that brand, and you use it constantly, and you can, you know, have a logo that is not the best logo, but again, are you reflecting your brand, your essence, your DNA through that logo and through the branding itself, all the whole visual elements that you're going to use? And that's when you need, you know, that other element, that other side of the function of a logo. All right, so thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this was somehow informative on why a logo needs, you know, some strategy behind, and why it's just not, you know, a simple symbol and that's it, and why you need the whole thing. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments, and remember, never allow fear to steal your happiness. Bye.